Hello, friends. Welcome to Del Soccer. My name is Delali Frank, and this is News Daily. Today, I have some quick updates for you. I have updates from the camp of Mohammend Kudus and also updates of Ghanaian players and their performance in the Europa League. We're also going to talk about the Black Stars and their position in the new released FIFA ranking. We'll talk about that and other few things. If it's your first time, as usual, hit on the notification bell and subscribe to this particular channel, and let's build this community together. But without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's news. So let's start from Mohammend Kudus. Kudus obviously started for WestHam United in their Europa League game away when they went to Olympiacos to play. It is a game that that Kudus has always been featuring for West Ham in their Europa competitions. We have always hope that you get a chance to play for West Ham in the English Premier League, but it looks as if David Moyes wants to use Kudus in the Europa League. So he started in the game. It was a game that was pretty much bad for West Ham. I think they underrated the Olympiacos team, but what happened was that the Olympiacos squad and their fans make sure that it becomes very uncomfortable for West Ham. So Kudus started on the right wing. He played as a right winger. And I think it's a game that the fans were expecting him to cut in, use his left foot to hit more powers. But in the first 10-15 minutes was okay for Kudus. He tried to make the cuttings, the runs, but he got to a point the ball was not coming to him. The Olympiacos players tried to close up on Mohammend Kudus, so he was not having a good game. Kudus had a rating of 6.6 after the game, and personally he plays 72 minutes, and I think personally what he did that I watched and I think he did most was ball recoveries, coming into the box to defend, to help the right back to defend. That's basically what he did most, because when it comes to offensive, it was pretty much not good. Like, he didn't really do a lot of offensive work as you expect Mohammend Kudus to do. So he played 72 minutes. He made only total shot of only two. That's pretty much Kudus that game. Shot accuracy was pretty much zero. He had the two shots he made. One was out of target there. One was also blocked. He had only 40 touches in that game. He had only 2 touches in the opponent's box. That clearly tells you that Kudus was pretty much not good. Successful dribbles. He made 3 attempts in the entire 70 minutes that he was on the pitch. He made a total of only 3 attempts dribble, and it was only one that was successful. But what he did most, and I'm going to tell you, is defending. So in the defending part, he had 2. He went in for 3 challenges and won 2 out of that. I remember the brilliant work he did, dropping back to come and help his team defend, and that's what I think he did in this game. Like, offensive wise was pretty much good, but defensive wise he did brilliant. Well, he came back to help their team defend. It was pretty much a day that West Ham didn't have a good game, if you ask me, because you were expecting them to do a lot of good works, but it was bad. They nearly lost the game, but David Moyes made some few changes, brought in the starters, and then Paqueta managed to get a goal. In as much as West Ham are leading, Olympiacos have played more than 11 games this season at home and have lost only a single game. So away from home, they are bad, but at home they are very stubborn side. So Mohammend Kudus played 72 minutes. This time around, he couldn't get a goal. We're expecting him to get a goal as usual, but I think it was an okay performance. Basically, an okay performance for West Ham, because everybody that played in that game had an average of 6.6, and Kudus also had 6.6, which is pretty much okay, Yeah, like pretty much okay. Okay performance from everybody. It's just that we expect a lot from Kudus. That's why we were basically expecting him to get a goal, because he's every game that Kudus plays for West Ham is more of like justify your inclusion kind of thing. I call it like that because he needs to prove to David Moyes that, like, he has to start. Because he has to start in the English Premier League, because he'll be like, the coach really don't want Kudus to play in the English Premier League, but what we go feed do. So let's talk about another Ghanaian who played in the UEFA Conference League. I'm talking about Alexander Djiku and his team Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce have been very brilliant this season. Basically played more than 10 games unbeaten. And that's good news. That's good news. That game, Fenerbahce currently lie on top of their group with 9 points, and Alexander Djiku has always, basically ever since he's joined the team, he's been an exciting player for the side. He lasted the entire 90 minutes, played as one of the centre backs in the game, had a yellow card, had a rating of 7.2 as a defender, and then his side also managed to win by 3-1 against Ludogorets. In that same team, there's a Ghanaian there, but let's talk about Djiku's stats. He played 90 minutes. He had an accurate passes of 94 out of 98. One of Djiku's strengths is his ability to pass the ball. He's a very good passer of the ball. Not he has confidence in passing the ball. He's not scared of giving passes. He had a touches of 105 in total and had 6 passes into the opponent's final third. The defender having that super. Long balls, 9 out of 10. Exceptional. Defending, he went in for 2 tackles, he won 1. Blocks 1, clearance 2, header clearance 2, defensive action which was 6, and recoveries were 4. Alexander Djiku, brilliant player. When it comes to centre backs, come on, the guy is good. He knows how to progress the ball, plays the ball very well. Them players that Chris Hughton really needs at the back to help us move forward. Another player that played in that same game but in the opposite end is Bernard Tekpete. Bernard Tekpete's side lost to Alexander Djiku by 3-1. Tekpete himself had a rating of 7.3 as a striker, played 89 minutes, couldn't score a goal, had a total shot of 5, but unfortunately today he didn't score. His shot accuracy was 2 out of 2, which is 100%, but basically all was saved by the goalkeeper. He had he attempted 5 dribbles, but 2 were successful. Basically had an okay performance. Tekpete has also been he's them players that a lot of Ghanaians expect him to maybe get a look into Chris Hughton's team, but the people really know the mind. Let's wrap up with Black Stars and the new FIFA ranking and where we find ourselves. So the new FIFA ranking has come. I'm sure you've seen it, and I don't know if it's a good news or not, but a lot of us were expecting the Black Stars to drop after struggling to pick a decent performance against Mexico and then USA. The manner at which we lost, we were all scared and worried that the Black Stars may struggle and will not even get a better position. But it came back, and praise the Lord, we still maintain our position in the world. We are 60th in the world. And then in Africa, I think we are 11th in Africa. Charlie? Huh. Black Stars 11th in Africa. Hey! A team that once we were basically once in Africa, one in Africa. Huh. Charlie. So I don't know how. It's a good news. We are 60th in the world, and we maintain our position as 11th in Africa. This is worrying. Same way as the Black Star, the Football Association Keto Kreko president said that the Black Stars is not well positioned and he's worried. So that's the Black Stars slots in our position on the league. On the world ranking, we are 60th in the world and 11th in Africa. Some way, but how good one. So that's all for today. We talked about Kudus, talked about Djiku, talked about Ghanaian players and their performance in the Europa League. That's all for today. Until meet again. My name is Delali Frank. Bye bye for now.